Whether you're just starting out playing Creatures of Sonaria or already experienced veterans, here are some of the quickest and most efficient methods I've collected that ought to help you grow your ever-increasing creatures collection. Let's get right into the details. In no particular order, artifact grinding via warden shrines is a rewarding and stable source of mushrooms for those with too much spare time on their hands. In order to most efficiently artifact farm, players will need to choose a suitable shrine, either the Novus, Ardor, or Aegean shrine, to be able to collect warden jewels. Warden jewels provide a 30% discount to all warden shrine artifact species within the artifact shop. This includes Garticus, Fantaris, and Dabamura, which have an initial starting price of 900,000 mushrooms, 750,000 mushrooms, and 500,000 mushrooms respectively. Completing offerings for other shrines besides Novus, Ardor, and Aegean only reward you warden stones, which provide a mere 2% discount to artifact creature prices and isn't as efficient as completing for warden jewels. Although this method would have been a lot more yielding a while back when the warden shrine artifact species were first released, the value for artifact species is fairly stable nowadays, ranging from 4,000 mushrooms to up to 6,000. A second bonus of artifact grinding is that artifact species are permanent and guaranteed to stay in store without the necessity of needing to be rotated between, unlike death gachas for example, so you will be able to choose which artifact creature to get. Additionally, every time you complete a warden shrine, you are guaranteed to receive either a special warden's blessing or curse palette, boost, or token. Yet, even with a decently high value, the same couldn't be said for the demand of these species. It may be difficult to sell due to its widespread availability. Collecting offerings for warden shrines may also get repetitive, and gameplay could get boring and overall demotivating really fast. Furthermore, in order to maximize the amount of offerings you make per food item, players need to either be good at KOSing to collect carcass points, or have an accessible private server in order to serve a log to quickly regenerate nodes. A third possible option to maximize offerings would be by using a species that has the area food restorability, which allows you to respawn food nodes, albeit the 10-minute cooldown of this ability may not be ideal. Regional missions are a fast and easy option of obtaining some mushrooms for those without as much time, guaranteeing your efforts are always rewarded upon each completion. For those who are unaware of what regional missions are, every time you enter a new biome, a small mission bar will appear on the right side of your screen. 4 random regional missions will be shown from an assortment of several, 6 or 5 for underwater biomes, and completing any one will reward you mushrooms. The convenient thing about regional missions is that they can be completed almost anywhere within the Sonarian map, as long as the location you are in is at a marked biome. Additionally, while doing these regional missions, players are able to enjoy the intended gameplay and possibly complete event activities while farming these missions. Completing each regional mission rewards you 4 mushrooms, but there are a few disadvantages, such as the requirement of needing to complete every single regional mission for a biome before it is able to be reset. There is also a 5-minute cooldown after completing every single 5 to 6 missions available in a region, but it is possible to skip this wait by doing missions from other regions in the meantime. If your playing style requires a tier 4 or 5 species, it may be difficult to complete certain regional missions, such as the travel 2500 studs in this region mission, or to just move across regions while waiting for the 5-minute cooldown. It is recommended that you play as a tier 1 or 2 species when farming regional missions to maximize profits. Speaking from personal experience, I would say trading the new species during update dates is the most popular and the most efficient way to grow your collection in Creatures of Sonaria. The combination of new species not having much information on obtainment method, not having a set value for players to trade for, as well as having an absurdly high yet unstable demand, especially within the first few hours into the update, many players will look to trade and buy these new species, either in hopes of upselling it for more or to collect for their own collection as soon as possible. Regardless, it is expected that release days are the best time to be trading away the new species, as it is highly likely that you will be receiving overpays during this time period. Additionally, if you are still missing any role-limited species for your collection, update days are your best chance at obtaining them, since contributors are usually looking for the new species. In places like the Creatures of Sonaria Discord and Creatures of Sonaria Wiki during this time. However, trading at this peak hour also holds its disadvantages and risks. In order to maximize overpays, you would need to be online during the first few hours or days of the update release time, depending on how difficult it is to be getting the new species, which may be inconvenient for some players considering the many different time zones around the world. Another factor to keep in account is that newly released species which are easy to obtain may drop absurdly quickly in value and demand upon release, such as the winter event creature Nachtskindherin. I had obtained this species 2 minutes into the update after destroying a snowman and had sold it for 15,000 mushrooms, only to see it drop to no more than 3,000 a mere hour later. Which leads to my third point. Buying new species early on when the value is most unstable will be risky, especially when you are trying to upsell and make a profit. Observing and approaching this trading strategy as a spectator at first will allow you to learn the general price that others are willing to buy and sell the new species for, which gives you an upper edge to knowing all the best offers to take or reject. Personally, trading during update hype has been the single most effective strategy that grew my personal collection when I had first started playing Creatures of Sonaria, gaining over hundreds of thousands of mushrooms over the span of 3 months, and I genuinely hope these insights help you out as well. Consider supporting this channel by leaving a like or subscribe, and as always, have a wonderful rest of your day.